And we're live.
Well, let me mute that. I'm gonna have to mute that just so I don't get copyright.
Going to rejoin in a second. I gotta click to the title so it recognizes something.
Sure. I just won't watch the video I'm watching because that's volume into my mic.
Alright. Welcome back, I forgot to send the link, but welcome to the podcast.
You didn't send the link yet.
Today's game is Fighters. Something I haven't played in a while. A very long while, actually. Because last time I played it, controller went bye-bye.
Sum up. He got mad, threw his controller against the wall, then broke it.
Yeah, and now that controller's missing a thumbstick.
So now he's trying to either enrage himself again and throw his second controller against the wall, or make himself mad so with that he uninstalls this game again.
I mean, the reason why I got mad at it before was because the people I was playing with, it's East Coast one, right?
Yes.
Because the people I was playing with are a bit of assholes. When it comes to fighters, they didn't do anything fun with it. Actually, don't even know.
Who the heck were you playing that you got that mad at it?
The other friend group on Xbox.
Are they that much tryhards though?
On this game, yes. Like, when I first started this game, they did not take it easy.
Do they at least do some pro level?
They play this. I don't know. I don't think they play this game anymore, but they used to play it a lot. So like, they were on that kind of.
Well, define a lot.
They were all like red squares.
That doesn't necessarily say the word played in tournament. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, tournament level? No, none of them ever.
So they were just to try hard for the sake of being try hard?
Basically, I mean, basically how it was. Didn't I get one more? I think it was only that.
Sounds pretty toxic on my end, or...
Yeah. Oh wait, actually, no. I thought I got...
I just don't...
No. Oh wait, did I not get it? There. Okay. Alright, I gotta go back out again. It should be. Alright. I'll save it for now, but I look at this.
So, Elijah, how does it feel to play games and get bored with them after 2 weeks?
What games?
We've gone through 5 of them at least.
Well, I mean, most of them were just one-off games because they were just games that you do once, and then what are you supposed to do afterwards with it?
Oh, sweet.
Like
Can
that
I
bus
actually,
simulator game?
Listen. Oh, no, that's just deleted. Oh, does that mean I can actually delete Power Wash Simulator now?
Yeah, definitely. Because
Okay.
I gotta delete it as well, because I need space.
That game shouldn't take up that much. Wait, how much does it take up?
I don't know, but I don't really care. It kind of just replaces fight. It got replaced with fighters because I'm pretty sure it was about the same size.
Okay.
Alright, exit lobby, move to a different one. Beginner's lobby 2. Where are you? There you are.
Well, I'm up. No.
Any specific topics we could start off with, or did we?
Are you sure you're going to be able to focus on them? Like,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever like actually try hard on this game unless it was with those people.
Okay. So that means I can choose to like not focus and get my ass kicked for fun. Alright. So you have 3 options. You got cosmetic DLC.
Fuck it, I'll play with Goku Black. Alright.
Or how story mode is useless.
I guess we go for cosmetics.
Alright. Do you need me to introduce it, or are we you just want a cold open?
Sure, introduce it.
Alright, let's sort of go down the nitty gritty. Let's put it at least 2017 territory. We use Street Fighter V as an example because it's the more iconic example for this type of topic. Where majority of the game's revenue is coming from skins, and a lot of the overpricedness is coming from the game period. So I'm trying to give like a good sum up to the issue here, without like without losing focus. Okay, so since around Street Fighter V, DLC has been very rampant, especially around the concept of like further game monetization. And a good example of excess monetization has come in the cost of skins, as a medium of making gamers feel different on how they use specific characters, which in one turn is okay, but at the same time is also a concerning topic. We always have the opinions, Chris, but we always have the opinions, but are you fine? Not really an issue. Yeah, I pressed the play. No, I'm trying to.
I feel like cosmetics should only be limited to like colors and not buyable shit that people waste money on.
Well, no, the issue is those colors are starting to cost more.
Well, I'm saying like unlockable colors, not anything extra.
So then, by that design, I want you to argue the point that a lot of companies are using for, crossover skins or excess color skins, or when a company's literally charging you $1 for all 10 of your colors and not encouraging you to play the game.
I don't like that.
I don't know many gamers that do like that.
Because I like it BlazBlue style where it makes you play the game.
As many do. That's kind of just been like the overall issue that people do get it. That's the problem. But in reality, when most of your characters when most of your player base wants like, cool skins to make them look cool, and then it starts having an exorbitant cost, because the better question is, what is the correct cost for a crossover skin?
Rasengan!
Because I'm asking you, what is the correct cost for a crossover skin?
I feel like it's for a crossover skin, like, without me saying, oh, it should be an unlockable game feature. I feel like, I don't know, maybe, like this game, for example, fighter style, just make it $2 to $5. Nothing extra. Because what?
Okay.
Right now, you see crossover skins being $20.
Correct.
And that shouldn't be a thing.
Also correct.
Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
So then I ask you, what is the appropriate price for a crossover skin versus a regular color?
Well, with regular colors, they should be unlockable through the game, not $1 or so on a fucking PlayStation store. You should be seeing them in the game, extra shit, things like that, you know? Not, I need to pay $2 for something I should have unlockable in a game.
No. So for as much as I do agree with you, my argument is, let's say we've gone past color. That's my big question. Let's say we've gone past color.
Gone past color?
Yeah, let's say we've gone past color. Let's say a game has been in existence for, I'll rough it out, let's say 5 months. And we've already accepted the fact that extra character DLC is barely acceptable. Because it feels like you get cheated out the game for more characters they add later.
Yeah.
So, my question then becomes, at that time, when all the colors are available, we'll put it in the vacuum and say, every color in the game is naturally unlockable through playing the game. Let's put that as like a vacuum.
So, in that sense, I feel maybe the crossover outfits should be more of a more of a range in the sense. What? It should be more in a range of possibly $2 to $5.
Okay. How often are they allowed?
Not always. It shouldn't be like every time. It should be, or well, I should say every season / Game Pass or whatever thing. It shouldn't be that often. It should be like every now and then or so. It shouldn't be like a Fortnite thing where you suddenly open the game like on Saturday it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and then you open it the next day it's fucking Power Rangers.
Okay. Alright, so I would like to then use that example, not against you, but in your favor. We'll use 2 games that have, sort of use that for. So Street Fighter 5. So you sort of use that as a good example as much as I can. So
Rasengan! My Goku.
So Street Fighter 5, for what has been reported, because the game is already very old and is, I guess you would call it the last one of the last generation version of the game, has already had it confirmed that most of its money came from skin sales, not from regular character sales.
That's kind of dumb.
Well, that was a confirmed statement. Street Fighter 5 was considered by many to be the worst received Street Fighter of all the mainline Street Fighters altogether.
Wait, 5 and not 6?
Yes, 5 was considered the worst of them all.
Huh.
It was the startup of the game was lackluster at start. The launch was very bad. If you do remember, the launch was very bad for Street Fighter 5 when it started, because it was very bare bones.
What's that? I might die. No.
Okay, so Street Fighter 5 had this very controversial reception for when it got. We are currently accepting as acceptable for the medium, which is a bare bones engine. And throughout the first few years of its time, it was more known that the game was surviving through the community that played the game and not from the money that was being made from it. Because for the first 4 seasons, if I remember, they said that besides character purchase, because that's just what you expect in fighting games all often, it was more widely tolerated. It was more widely tolerated that what you're paying for is more characters, which I hate personally. Because when half of your game starts to become DLC, then all of a sudden you're just accepting that as the, as the acceptable piece of the medium that you'll call the necessary evil. which I don't like because the unnecessary evil's a bad evil. Because even I kind of get like there are some things that you just can't avoid, but there are just some things that you shouldn't have to resort to. So when you're sort of resorting to the very bare minimum or what we've become used to now, where it's just like, it's like you survive through the gameplay, not through your community, not through your acceptable system. Because if you and I agree that 6 is like the worst that it could have been, then the entirety of the other community would disagree. And that's kind of saying something. Because even I'm like more, even I'm more of a guy like, let's say Street Fighter had time. Even I would have been more like, no, they were not gonna come out of this unscathed.
No, ow. I couldn't block that. I let go.
So even for me, I was So I was more under the camp of maybe, just maybe, if you had released it in a way that the community would have accepted in the first place, which was a finished game altogether, then maybe the game wouldn't need to have been saved by skin sales.
Alright.
I know it sounds like I'm rambling, but I'm trying to make a point, and it's hard to sort of articulate. More of, if you had just launched it correctly, why would you need something as secondary as skin sales to prove that your game can make money?
You shouldn't. That should be the answer.
You shouldn't, but that has become the answer recently. So we're more right now, like 2023, right when Street Fighter 6 started. It didn't happen immediately. It took maybe one crossover to start to see where the problems started to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, so, hey, guys. So, I just wanted to go ahead and throw in my 2 cents and also a side question, right? So, as someone that have put money into the DLC portion of games, whether if you want to look at it as cosmetics or like an extra mode or some shit like that, right?
I don't know. We're eliminating extra modes.
Oh,
this is
just
only
like
about
costumes.
This is cosmetic. Yeah, this is cosmetic. If we're talking extra modes do cost money.
Okay, then.
This is cosmetics. Cosmetic only.
Now, what if it was a way to actually support the game that you're playing? or support your community. Then when that changed the narrative of buying DLCs, cosmetic DLCs would be a bad thing.
No, sorry. You make your point. Was that the question?
Oh no, that was the point and a question, but it's not the question I wanted to ask.
Oh, okay. It's more of to answer your question. Usually, when you're doing something that transparent, and we will use something that was that transparent at first. I think Killer Instinct, or it may have been Mortal Kombat, had done that once before, where it was more, it was very, very vocal, like what that skin sale was going to.
True.
Like it was announced, like, okay, yeah, this is for this is for such and such and such. Oh yeah, if you buy this skin, this will go towards the pot for such and such event. Yeah,
right.
You usually want to be very transparent when you do it.
Right.
Because when you're not transparent, because when you're not transparent, then where is it going? If you're not afraid to say that, like, your money is coming from skin sales, should I even purchase skins altogether? I'm here for the game, not the skin. The skin is extra.
Alright, I see where you're going with.
Kevin?
Now, the actual question of you buying these cosmetic DLCs, if and only if the game was free, would that go ahead and switch things around versus it being a paid game where normally if you were to pay a game, and what I mean by normally, I mean back in the day, where normally if you were to go ahead and pay a game, everything would be included. You just gotta sit here and work towards unlocking it.
Okay. So I'll speak personally in this matter, and then I'll let everyone else here throw in their 3 cents. Because, me altogether, I don't mind it because it makes you have to touch the game at a point. Because if you don't, then what exactly is the point of you buying a game if you're not going to play it? Because purchasing it sort of like takes away the purpose of even having a game. Because now you're just saying that, oh no, so I purchased the game just for this. Okay, I want to buy more characters because of this, but it's not even a game I play.
Which that is crazy to go ahead and think. Well, it's crazy to go ahead and think of because originally you bought the game because you liked it. You bought the game because of the fact that, you liked it. You liked how, let's just say, the game mechanics are. You liked it because of the story, or you liked it because of the fact that you followed the game from a certain point up to now.
Yeah.
But actually, I done lost my train of thought, and I was cooking. I was cooking, and I realized I had no seasoning in there.
You were trying. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking, should I go ahead and play Saints Row? But yeah. Shoot. Because like honestly, let's just say me. And this is a completely what if. I'm not saying that this will be a thing, even though I have a feeling that it would be a thing. Project L, when it drops, I already know, even though yes, it's a free game, I'm about to go ahead and put some money onto this game for the cosmetics.
Right.
Especially if it's characters that I vibe with, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. And if it's coming in a pack that knowing that I'm about to go ahead and buy it and characters that I don't use, I'm gonna go ahead and make that money work. I'm gonna have to pick it up and learn how to play these characters.
Definitely true.
Oh, as a matter of fact, boom. It's just like what happened with Overwatch 2 recently. Overwatch 2 with the La Seraphim event. They had 5 characters in the pack, which was Kiriko, Diva, Sombra, Tracer, and Brigitte. Now, me personally, I only know how to play Sombra, Diva, and a little bit of Kiriko. Not enough to go ahead and like land headshots, but enough to like do the thing, right? So out of that set of 5, I know how to play roughly 2.5. And the skins themselves, you could buy separately, but they had a whole entire pack, which would have been cheaper. Which I think, if you would have buy them separately, they would have been like what? Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me see if I could get to the coins, because there was a reason why I had to say I'm gonna have to go ahead and put my money and buy all 5 and then just make it work from there.
Alright.
Let's see. Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, the skins was 25,000, right? Where, okay, I could go ahead and try to get one. No, I'm sorry, not one skin. One skin wasn't 25,000. It probably was less than that. But if I were to go ahead and sit here and buy the coins, that would be $20. I would go ahead and get 2 characters with some left over. Where I put in 50 $50 for 5,700 coins to go ahead and buy the pack with a lot of coins over. But at the time it made sense. And I actually sat here and actually learned how to go ahead and play the characters that was in the pack, because I don't put like $50 in it. Might as well go ahead and try to make my money work.
Okay, but I'm going to give you exactly what you're suffering right now. Something specifically what's known as sunken cost fallacy. The phrase that your money is already in it, may as well get your worth it. What I'm putting into it is, why is that the deal?
Yeah, I can agree with what Derek said and what Chris said. When I accidentally bought that battle pass for Fortnite, I'm like, I have to get my money's worth, or this was the worst spend of my money ever.
Right. And
So
and granted, it's like it sucks, but at that rate, you might as well go ahead and try to make a bad situation beneficial, which is also kind of bad. If you're not thinking about it.
But is But is that a good excuse for it?
Is it a good
Just
excuse?
because is it a good excuse for it? That's today's topic. When is cosmetic DLC okay? I'm arguing never.
I would say it depends on the situation.
I'm ears.
So, mind you, in my case, I will go ahead and buy the skin if I really like the character.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't a skin that if it wasn't a character that I vibed with, or I know that I could be able to go ahead and get it for free, then I wouldn't put my money towards it.
Okay.
Oh, which is another good thing too.
Mm-hmm.
If they had the option of you getting it for free, would you go ahead and work for it, or would you go ahead and pay for it?
I would still work for it. There's
Right.
no specific characters for free. But what I'm asking is necessarily money a good replacement for game time? If I buy a character and yet the alternate comes in buying it, why do I need to play the game?
Oh, okay. So, right. Glad that you asked that question in particular, right? Now,
oh my god.
what if you was doing it for business, right? A lot of people.
I want you to hold
Okay.
hold that in your pocket. I want you to hold that in your pocket. Now,
All right.
so you see that there comes a purpose. You just gave it a purpose to exist. Business.
Right.
Because there is some sense of value coming from that. It's like there's some sense of value coming from you making these purchases. But even then, when the people that would get the most value from it, which tournament organizers, why would that be a thing?
Well, honestly, I thought it would have been if you would have go ahead and instead of you sitting here and actually buying the game for other people to go ahead and play and not having the characters or all the characters unlocked, you might as well go ahead and actually put the money in and put the money in and knowing that you're about to go ahead and have a churn out for it, then that's fair. You go ahead and make your.
I mean, sorry, go ahead, make a point.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
you go ahead and make your money back with less of the work of that game, because I know I did it. I did it at 1.2. Let's see. I did it for Naruto Storm 4.
I want you to hold that game in your pocket too. Hold on, because
Okay.
that's a different issue. That's a whole nother set of questions, and that I blame the community for it.
Okay.
This is something that problem I'm gonna blame the community for, no doubt. Because that's a matter of what's known as accepting the bare minimum. But go on with your points. My apologies for interruption.
Oh,
for interrupting.
No, that was basically it. I had to go ahead and put money into a game that, number one, mind you, I don't necessarily play it. I bought it because of the fact of people wanted to go ahead and play it in a tournament. I was doing them a favor, and I also got my money back from it. So I got it on sale. I got it on sale for like $20. To unlock everything was like another, I think it was another 10. So I believe I would spend like at least 35 if you would have included tax for it. And I made at least 100 that night.
Okay.
Just to go ahead and run that tournament. So overall, yeah, that would be, in my opinion, that would be if it was beneficial for you to go ahead and like throw it in just to unlock everything. If you were to go ahead and try to maximize from off of it.
So, I now want to put a second question to you, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, so now I'm going to ask a series of yes/no questions, and I want to know if I'm coming off wrong in having this stuff.
Okay.
Usually, if you're a tournament organizer, that means you have to be somewhat near interested in the prospect, right?
In a way of speaking, yes.
So, I now ask this set of two questions.
Mm-hmm.
Why not play the game if you're interested, and what's stopping you from playing the game?
Okay, so let's rewind this back. First question.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna ask you what. Say the first question again.
If you are that interested in the game, why not play the game?
If I was that interested in the game?
No. If you are interested in the game, why not play it? Is what I'm wondering.
If I was that interested.
Yeah, if you were already interested in the game, why wait? So if you're already interested in the game, why not just play the game? I understand you want to run tournaments. I understand you may want to run tournaments as tournament organizer, and I get it. But even tournament organizers have their value coming back because that money that they spent on non-cosmetic DLC comes back. Today is cosmetic. This is cosmetic DLC. Cosmetic.
Wait, hold on. Putting it into a situational thing, right? Mm-hmm. Are you talking about me getting Storm, but not playing it?
Correct.
Okay, so reason why me personally, I wasn't interested in playing the game was because of the fact of one, I went through the whole entire series before, and I think honestly how they've made Storm 4, which it seemed like a, what's the one I'm looking for? I guess I'm gonna use your term. It looked and felt like a bare minimum of what Storm 3 was. Or at least when I wound up getting the game, it was the Road to Boruto, which was bare minimum of Storm, with Storm 4, which was the bare minimum of Storm 3, and yada yada blah blah blah. So that was one. Two, I went through enough people to go ahead and have my ass handed to me via the game. So I was good. I didn't have the feeling of actually sitting here and playing through the game, and especially knowing that I got the game the week before.
Mm-hmm.
That also come with life, excuses. So then comes the next part, which would have been. Wait, no, that was about it. That was about it. I just did not have the feeling
So,
for it, but since it was asked by popular demand, I still wound up getting it on sale. So I still put my money to it to go ahead and get my money back from it.
I'm talking cosmetic, not characters.
Oh no,
Just to be sure.
Yeah. I'm saying that it was everything as far as the DLC. So it would be talking about cosmetic stuff as well too.
No, I'm talking only cosmetic. I'm talking majorly cosmetic. This conversation was not about character purchase or DLC purchase in general. If it was about DLC purchase in general, I would have talked about the necessary evils of DLC purchasing and why it benefits companies. I would have talked about that personally. What I'm talking about is something that is as, gray as, is it okay to purchase cosmetic DLC that gets overpriced? And what is the correct price for cosmetic DLC?
Okay then. So, launch the whole entire. Then we're gonna launch my aspect for Naruto Storm out the window.
Okay.
So, going back to your question then, one, we're going to go back to Overwatch then. One, yeah, I am interested in the game. Shoot, I wanted to go ahead and actually sit here, play rank, and actually go ahead and get noticed by Blizzard-sama, but that kind of fell through when I got stuck in bronze and cannot get out.
I'm still listening, Chris.
Oh no, that was it. I was waiting for you.
Okay. So, where the conversation here, or at least the point at what we're coming to, is that there is no excuse for that much cosmetic DLC costing that much. Why? No. So why should an extra skin literally cost a sixth of the game?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know which way to walk.
So
normal.
Yeah?
Yeah, just normal.
let's see.
Sorry. Because in reality, think about what I just told you, like straight up. If you let's use Overwatch, let's use Overwatch as like the best example of this problem.
Okay. Even though there's someone way worse, but continue on.
Yeah. Overwatch has a massive obsessional problem with cosmetic DLC costing too much. You could tell me straight because we've both played it enough. You could tell me how much was it for an epic skin?
Let's see. Actually, now there's multiple levels to go about this.
No. I'm saying I want just. I want to know specific because this is what I'm pricing. We're doing skin prices now.
Right.
Because if we're talking like free to play purchases, that's a whole different demon about like what's acceptable in free to play games and what's not acceptable in free to play games.
So we would put Overwatch 2 on the back burner?
Not necessarily. Well, no. I said give me the price of an epic skin in Overwatch.
Alright, let's see. Epic skin, that is... Okay, so we're going to use... because they're all bundled. Let me actually go to Hero Gallery. So let's say okay, so when it comes down to the epic skins, we're gonna use Jingle Bell Mercy. Oh, I'm sorry, that's legendary. We're not gonna use legendary. So there's two ways to go about it, right? Which one is scummy, and the other one is a little less scummy, but scummy nonetheless. So, Ugly Sweater Winston, right? If you want the skin by itself, it's 1,500 premium Overwatch coins. I mean, yeah, 1,500 premium Overwatch coins. If you want the bundle, it's 1,200 Overwatch coins, which will give you the Ugly Sweater, the Victory Pose, the Ice Monkey Weapon Charm, and the Ugly Sweater name card.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-oh. Wait, stop. No. Vegeta.
How much does it? How much do you think it should cost?
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me check this out though. Shop.
Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, I know I'm making my argument sound really, really confusing, but I'm trying to bring up a point, and I just sort of need to
There
hear
we go. Okay.
something
So-
correct.
So, honestly, if it was in a case of that, I think just the Ugly Sweater by itself should have been 1,000.
Which is
Roughly 10 bucks.
okay. So you're putting the you put the brick at 10. Now,
Actually, I'm sorry. Hold that thought. I'm realizing something too. This just looked like a This actually looked like a reskin, not a reskin, but you know how you take the original costume and all you just do is just put a color over it. A palette swap. Let's go with a palette swap.
okay.
In this case, it looked like a palette swap. It shouldn't even be on sale. It should have just been a part of the battle pass.
We'll leave the battle pass out of this. We're talking primarily about cosmetic DLC prices, not how free to play games work.
I mean, I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is that you shouldn't put no money towards this because it's a palette swap, basically.
Okay. Alright. So you agree that it's not worth money?
Yeah.
Correct.
That one in particular is not worth any money.
Okay.
Now,
So-
if it was a epic that changes everything, like not only the clothes of the character, but changes like the weapon sound effects, yada yada, blah blah blah, and how rare that they put it out, then okay, 10, 1,000 to 15,000. That should be the minimum.
Okay. Alright, so you're putting it at what would be... I need sort of like a monetary equivalent to it.
$10 to $15.
Okay. So you're putting an epic skin at somewhere between $10 and $15. Gotcha. Alright. Now, I want to switch games.
Okay.
Alright? We'll talk Street Fighter 6 now.
Okay.
And we'll use the most recent one, or at least the second most recent one. Well, the most recently non-planned one. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover.
Okay.
Now, if you remember, because I didn't have to play it, but it was reported on.
Oh, I think I remember this. Yeah, continue.
This was reported on. That at the time when they came out, how much were they?
Like, if you wanted all 4 turtles?
No. If you wanted one, I want the price of just one of them.
I don't remember.
Okay. The total price altogether was $60 for all 4 skins.
Oh, really? I thought it was higher than that.
No, it was $60.
Explosion! Explosion! It's gonna work eventually.
Alright, continue.
Okay. So, by that rule, each and every skin under it, because I remember this stupid price and I cursed the day that Capcom even looked at it.
No!
Each skin was $15. And mind you, these are all just swap headband colors.
Okay.
Each one's just a TMNT headband. Each one of them was just a TMNT headband with a different color. Since when is that worth $15, Chris? Tell me, is that really worth $15? If you want to defend that, go ahead. Be my guest. But I am but I'm not going to be the type of guy or the type of individual that is a consumer that buys products.
I cannot.
To let 4 skins basically be the cost of Street Fighter 6 by themselves.
Right, where you're only paying for just the color of the headband.
Correct.
Where, once again, I can't defend that. Because, honestly, now, the reason why I cannot defend it in my case, that is for the avatar, where, mind you, you only use the avatar, what, for World Tour and Battle Hub, right?
Oh, but that's twice as bad. So now you're telling me a set of skins is restricted to one mode.
Yeah, it's only
no. Correct. Listen, listen to what I just said. It is restricted to one mode, and you're paying $15.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. If Tekken did that exact same thing, came up with a random mode and said there was a skin that cost $15, I'm uninstalling it the same day.
Well, actually, now, hold on. Don't be, honestly, in my opinion, don't be surprised about that.
And I wouldn't. And that's why I'm waiting so long to buy it. It's not even out, and I'm scared that it's gonna start doing everything that I'm afraid of.
But the whole entire thing is that it is the choice. You don't have to buy it.
True.
Now,
but then again, that's not. But that shouldn't be the industry. Not to interrupt you, Chris. It shouldn't be the industry standard. I shouldn't have to hope that a company is not going to do that. Because because in order to quell my fear, I have to like not see it. But the only thing that's like only making this, that's only like making me less fearful of it is because the customization is the exact same. That's why.
Right.
No. So you could call me over-exaggerating. You could call me absolutely panicking. I would call it a fear, a legitimate fear. Because if Bandai does it, as Capcom has done it, what's stopping any other company from doing it? And their best excuse is that the two industry-leading companies that have the two highest-selling fighting games are doing it.
True.
And making money from it. It's not. See, the fault of it is not that. It's not that it's happening. That's one problem itself. It's how it transitions to everyone else.
Right. And it's not. Now, if it was a case that you could be able to go ahead and work for it, because mind you, just like how they did with Overwatch, Street Fighter 6 has two different types of currencies. Actually, it's three, but we're not going to count the third one because that's only limited to one game mode. But they do have two different types of currencies. Now, if they had it available, saying that you could be able to actually spend money on it, spend physical money on it, or you could be able to work for it in a certain time frame. Would that make the situation a bit better?
No.
Okay.
Because why is there a money alternative to just playing the game? That's my question. Why is there a monetary exception to playing the game?
Who the fuck? True. Okay, there we go.
No, Chris, I offer you this before I play this match. I offer you this. Suppose there's a game where you have an option of either going through this one side-scrolling section and being able to get a reward, and it takes 20 times. Let's say it takes 20 times, and you go through it, and you're successfully through it, and you can unlock everything. Let's say you get like you get an equal amount of unlockables per run, and it takes about 20 runs to do it all. And I'll give you the second option. Let's say that same game exists. Takes the same amount of time, same amount of unlockables. But they give you an option to spend $10 instead of going through the level 20 times. You can just spend $10 and have everything that would have taken you some 10-20 minutes. You can have it in 30 seconds.
Okay.
Just
Now,
because the option is there doesn't eliminate the fact that they're trying to make you spend money.
I have a good example for that.
alright. What you got?
The exact game we're playing right now. It backs off of what Derek said with the whole side-scrolling thing. In order to unlock Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, you have to do, I'm guessing, with what is the equivalent to the 2 hardest levels in arcade levels in this game, quote unquote, and get at least an A rank, where it makes you face off with a bunch of randomized characters that also include the DLC cast, who are all really, really good compared to the main cast most of the time. So you have to face off against characters like UI Goku, which the AI is absolutely fucking buff as hell with, and somehow get an A rank. Or you can sit there and somehow grind 300,000 zenny and 500,000 zenny. But they allow you to pay, I didn't see the original price, but right now it's only like $1.50 to just unlock the 2 immediately. It used to be the same thing with Android 21, the Majin form, but I guess they stopped letting that be available because it's like, oh, they're not going to play the story mode if it's just unlockable normally through buying it, like a DLC character.
Right. Where honestly, that kind of it sucks, but in my case, I would not put my money towards it.
And that's fine. We're not saying that you're going to put your money towards it. We're saying that having an alternative that requires in real life money is scummy and shouldn't exist.
Right.
This is not a note in saying that there shouldn't be some crossover DLC, because that's fine. We understand having extra stuff for as long as the game's been going on. Extra skins, you're crossing over between some popular IPs from either anime or from some manga or from some cartoon or from some other game. We get it. There are crossover skins. We get it. But there's a difference between using money to skip gameplay and literally at the same time charging someone $15 for a crossover skin. There's little to no difference. In both cases, they're giving you what you want, but you're being ripped off of gameplay time. In the other case, you're being ripped off of literal money because you're paying for something that if the servers go down, you have no access to.
Yeah. Well, once again, sucks balls.
Absolutely. What I'm saying is that cosmetic DLC is gone too far. It's just too acceptable, and everyone's just accepting it. There's no real fight to people saying, okay, this is a little bit too much money. Like, it takes like content creators to tell Capcom, okay, you shouldn't do this because this is scummy. Yet it's already too late because look at how many people bought it.
Yeah.
Like wagging your finger at them. Don't do it again, and yet they're gonna do it next month.
Yep.
You can't make the exception because the only way to prove it is someone has to like sort of expose the fact that this is what's happening, or you have to encourage some massive number of gamers, which is perfectly impossible, to not buy that skin and make that the prevalent point to tell Capcom to stop acting like a freemium game with their skins and just make it reasonable.
Right. Because if that was the case, calling it for what it is, they might as well turn the game a free-to-play game.
And that's what I thought it was. I thought eventually there was supposed to be a free-to-play version of this game. It's that bad.
And Lord knows that absolutely sucks.
No, perfect timing. We're talking about cosmetic DLC and how it's starting to become really terrible. Leaving out again? Alright, leaving out again? Any opinions on it, my good friend Daniel? Assuming the chat can even hear it.
No.
Cosmetic DLC has gone too far. Because we haven't even gotten to the best example ever of about when cosmetic DLC goes way too far. Absolutely.
Yes.
What Senga? What Senga?
Oh no, oh no, don't worry about it. That was an example.
What
That was the...
Senga?
Agreed. Agreed.
My God, what the fuck?
Correct.
大体イメージ通りだったけどさ。すぎてあいつの木の条件が読めねえ。
Basically. Because even I know it. Because even I am a man that says your opinion is extremely valid, Danny, and I do perfectly agree with it.
Ow.
No. It's like, hey, a lot of indie roguelikes are starting to become the trend right now. A lot of companies are starting to see it.
Hold on. Danny Charles. Danny Charles cannot. Whoa, actually, Charles, do you have your settings on?
Is your voice always shared?
Okay, then so more than likely not. So everybody can hear it. All of us, they can't hear you.
No, they can't hear Danny either.
Yeah, Danny
they
doesn't
can't
have his voice on.
Unless
Danny
you
doesn't
change
have his
it.
voice on share now.
I don't know why I thought that was.
I missed a block last second. But for the audience who didn't hear, he was using the same examples we were using to prove the exact same point. He just happened to use Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive was the better example. Oh no! I'm about to rip them a new one right now. That's why I left the room for a second.
I was gonna leave anyways because I needed to change my characters.
Okay. Agreed. Agreed.
Wow. Tell me how you really feel.
None at all. Correct. Alright. So let's rip into the primordial start here. Team Ninja, you ain't slick. I know what you're doing. But
My songs know what you did in the dark.
But Team Ninja is not only to blame here. This also goes to the lonely people who fucking bought it in the first place. Listen.
Oh, whoa.
No,
I
it's
need
a 50-50.
you to. I need this.
No. It's a 50-50. When you get it offered and then you buy it, you are equally as responsible. I don't care what skin. No. So I don't care what skins are available. If you get offered the skin and you buy it, it was your decision to buy the skin. You didn't get it as
the
a
skin,
gift.
not the whole entire game. Gotcha.
No, not the game. Not the game. Unless someone gifted you the skin, you were the one that bought that skin. But let's go back to the prime reason here. Team Ninja understands that the majority of their fans that play Dead or Alive are either single, alone, or desperately alone.
Mm-hmm.
No offense. I don't know. DOA 5 is DOA 5 is the prime example. Just be careful of what I'm about to say. It may not hurt, but it will resonate a little bit. You see, if memory serves me right, and I want to look it up just to make sure how much I remember that number being. Let me see, very quickly. Someone said that it estimated at about past $100,000 for all the DLC for Dead or Alive 5.
Oh, shit.
Right. Now, Team Ninja, you should know better than to do that. I get you understand who your player base is, but you're no better than Capcom is right now. Because they probably looked at it and probably said, okay, our players are willing to buy skins if it makes all the girls in our game look pretty, or it makes all the guys in the game look buff. No acceptance to either race, no exception to either sex, either race, whatever. All is accepted, and all are at fault. But Team Ninja, you don't get away with this, and the people that bought the skins, you don't get away with this. This is exactly what we're talking about when we're saying the phrase cosmetic DLC has gone too far. We were already, being mad at Blizzard for letting Diablo Immortal have a character cost $100,000 to finish, and that was to do gameplay elements, which is just as bad. But now you give an optional thing, which costs $100,000 to get everything in general for each and every character. Just understand, I hope you're making another Ninja Gaiden, because that's the only way you're going to make money right now. Because DOA 7 is probably going to go to the same 5 people who like still playing Dead or Alive 5 with one hand. Because, let's just be fair here, Dead or Alive is not a fighting game anymore. 6 tried to go back to basics, but it only proved that the fans of the Dead or Alive franchise did not care about the gameplay. They only cared about the fan service that came from the game. You knew it. They knew it. I knew it. It was dead in the water on site. And I'm surprised that DOA 6 did not have that much DLC. If it did, then I wouldn't even be surprised. All I'm saying is...
Wait. Slow down. You mean character-wise? Because we already know that was cosmetic.
No, I said cosmetic-wise.
Oh, cosmetic. Okay, never mind. Go. All right. Reload and shoot off.
We already knew. This wasn't surprising. All I'm saying is you better be ringing up Koei Tecmo as fast as possible and praying to the gods that they let you make another Ninja Gaiden. because I wouldn't let you even touch a computer keyboard knowing what you've done. And for God's sakes and hope, I hope the developers who helped make that fighting game go to a different place and make a better fighting game than Dead or Alive. No regrets, no exceptions in my words here. Team Ninja, die in hell. Back to topic. The topic isn't even over yet, and I'm just accepting what the hell I'm saying right now.
Do you need a water?
No, I have water in my house. It's fine.
Okay, all right. Because that got heated really fast.
Oh, it did. I was very monochrome. I could have been yelling. I just chose not to. Because sometimes when you're older, you have to sort of learn to turn the other cheek and learn not to raise your voice. At this rate, the people who are, I'm not going to say idiotic enough, I'm going to say the people that believe that they are rich enough to afford all of that, I hope they like their next Street Fighter game basically being a bare bones only PvP versus game that you can only play online.
Why do I got a feeling that they did that somewhere?
They tried it. It was Street Fighter 5. They tried. The engine didn't go well.
Like bare bone. Oh, wait. Nope. I know where they put this at. It's fucking what was the name of that game? I cannot think of the name of the game. It lost me, but it was one of the free-to-play fighting games that's out right now.
Is it the one that's out right now? That's
yeah, like Fighting Spirit.
I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to figure which one you mean.
Fuck your toes.
Well, Danny, since you're gonna ask the question like sort of like off voice, do you care if I relate to them what you asked? Okay. Right. Okay, so for those that can't hear our friend in the background, or our editor in the background, he's asking us how we feel about games being re-released with extra content. Am I correct? So I'll argue DA the landscape of how gameplay was at first. The highest netcode at the time that I think that was still rotating around was under Fightcade, which is called GGP or rollback. That proved to be a very successful system because it's more of a, we're gonna delay this by a certain amount of milliseconds just to make the game play as clean as possible, which was more incorporated of seeing games go more online than they would in person. And so the landscape of fighting games have become more about online gaming, because you can sort of see it from how but you can sort of see it in the way that not only Dragon Ball Fighterz is proving it, but as Capcom Cup is going, because this year Capcom Cup was most likely online. Most of their qualification things were online, only had 3 offline events. Where you could see more of fighting games being more developed for an online community, for an online player base than an offline player base.
What?
So it's more that fighting games are going more online than they are going offline. And because of that, that's just more of it, the equal transition. Fine. Oh boy.
What the fuck is this match?
I'm sorry, Danny, ask it one more time because you went a bit muffled for a sec because you were under Elijah. Okay. So I'm gonna ask to sum up. I'm gonna sum up to see if I got it right. He's asking, is it okay that the bigger companies are discovering things about fighting games netcode later?
And it definitely needed it. Like, oh my god.
It moved right when I guess, I'm not sure what company discovered it, so I'm gonna say that it was somewhere between the big three. Capcom, Bandai Namco, or Warner Brothers games, because technically NetherRealm is under Warner Brothers. That the majority of the player base is online, and that they can save a lot more money by having a lot more of its play online. Because recently, I would say like post Street Fighter V going down, like right around the time when League was coming out, really revolution and sort of everything being no point in owning it, because at this rate, and once a server goes down, you don't really own it anymore. And there were only so many people interested in physical media that it was even easier for indie studios to release games digitally. So it felt more business prosperous for the bigger companies, and for the smaller companies, it made it easier for the game to get spread further. So, right when that discovery came in, the netcode at the time was delay based, and that was just the pure industry standard type. I know I'm using the word industry standard a lot, but that's what it was. It was just the normal one, the normal delay based netcode. But when the bigger companies started learning to use netcode because it was much better and you could get a lot of cleaner play online, and it kept a lot of the player base coming back because the netcode was cleaner to play other people for them to keep playing. Then every company realized that that rollback netcode was gonna be the new standard to keep people playing your game a lot longer. Because it's not about how long a player plays, it's did that player come back to keep playing. So, right then, when player retention is the most important thing, because the one thing we understand about every game, in single player games, you're going to have like a high player drop count, because once you're done, you're done. But something infinite like a fighting game, or a rhythm game, or a infinite building game, or a tycoon style game that needs you to come back and play it every once in a while, you need that player retention. And if your primary source of play is online, then you need the best netcode available to keep them playing. And rollback was determined to be the better netcode, so now each of them are trying to make their own version of that rollback netcode so that they can keep their players playing once again. Because mind you, Dragon Ball Fighterz is basically done. They have released 0 characters after 21 lab code. They just wanted to put in rollback netcode to get all those players coming back because of the Dragon Ball Tour, or at least the Dragon Ball Fighterz World Tour. Their pro circuit that they do every year. Now, whether or not Tekken does it is a question, and
Which
whether
they
or
are.
not Okay, thank you, Chris. And we already know that Capcom is most likely going to do it, and now Indie is starting to do it, because it makes more sense to give online players the best chance to play it because you are online strict. You don't get to meet everyone you play in real life. You could probably see them at like maybe 1 or 2 events, but most of the time they have to waste money and fly out. So are you really going to fly out for like a $20 local every month? Exactly. Even under sponsorship, you wouldn't just fly out someplace just to go win $20. What's the best example? Have most of your tournaments online so that anyone from anywhere can play it. Does that kind of answer the question? No, you're fine. So back to the topic at hand, or just to sort of close out the topic. I myself am old enough to have experienced games where you have to play the game to unlock most everything. From colors, down to taunts, down to different victory poses, etc., etc., etc. But I sort of get where business is sort of going, where let's sort of say the newer generation of gamers, be younger than us by some considerable amount of margin, have become less patient and more, I want it now and I don't want to have to play the game just to go get it. So the monetary incentive to buy it has to be there, because I guess it's the best way for them to prosper. I, in my opinion, just don't like it, but that's just because I'm old and prefer a different way. But if that's the way that they make money, then I'm gonna step back and just let them do what they're gonna do, because at this rate, I'm just one man yelling at a wall, and that's not gonna help anything if I don't tell other people. Elijah, any final thoughts?
Huh?
Is it any final thoughts? Because I just ended mine. So go ahead.
No.
I give you an interesting topic, and then you just don't have anything to close it off.
Well,
Because
like usual.
Because I ended it for me. I needed you to have something else, because it feels like me just saying half of everything doesn't really fit.
Well, yeah, the whole you saying half of everything kind of just made me zone out.
Well, ouch. I'm sorry, I can be boring.
I got something to add as a final thought.
Go ahead, Chris.
Video games are like drugs. They're bad. Do not put your money towards it.
Such a broad comment, but I'll accept it. Anything to say, Charles? Editor, any notes? Danny? No, it's Danny. One second, let me see if I can get him to, ask if this man got some notes. Okay. Alright. So with that in mind, thanks for coming to my one-way TED Talk that happens to involve a high schooler. So that topic's down the drain. Let's do something super small.
Let's play Dead or Alive 6.
Wow. Thanks for undoing the point.
I'm joking.
Then again, I would play DOA 6. I just wouldn't buy anything. That's it.
Welcome to the club. Oh, well, I cannot say that either. I cannot say that.
You know what?
Once I bought the deluxe package. Yeah.
Ouch, man. You know what? I got one. Something. It's a really quick topic. I'm pretty sure we should be able to kill this in like 5 to 10 minutes. Do movies suck now?
Do movies suck? Good question.
No. Remember the word I'm using. Do movies now suck?
I mean, of course. Have you not seen X?
Is that supposed to be a Twitter joke?
Yes, it was. Partially.
You know what? Let's. All right, scratch that for a topic. No one has words on that. You know what? Lightning round, Chris. Arcade mode. Should you scrap it for survival mode?
No.
Explanation.
Arcade mode and survival mode, in my opinion, is two different scenarios. Now,
right.
Hold on, let me go ahead and spit out my ice for this. Now, when you go ahead and say, should it be swapped out? No, because technically, for me, I'm a gamer that likes the story behind the situation, whatever the situation might be. So, is the arcade mode have a story behind it to go ahead and try to flesh out the characters and why they're doing what they're doing? Then sure. Survival mode, you're just basically going up a whole entire ladder to go ahead and fight characters 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 or whatever the case may be, to the point that you will get defeated by the hardest character or the highest difficulty.
Right.
So yeah, in my opinion, no need to go ahead and scrap one mode because of the fact that there are two different modes altogether.
Charles, any opinions? Should you scrap arcade mode for survival mode? Explanation. Just
wait before you jump into the explanation, Derek. You're gonna have to explain or reiterate on Charles' behalf.
Alright, so I'll explain. I'll at least do my half of this. It's about, it's very far enough to where some people might like story mode, but not a majority of people. So my thought is, should you, or I would actually use the agreement that the arcade mode is less relevant now than it's ever been. But survival mode at least gives like a long time to, like a long time for players to complete, because it has absolute retention because of because not only of difficulty, but because of the number of characters in game to complete survival with. Okay. Because even I'm more inclined for
Oh, shit. Oh.
nice. Because even I'm more inclined to because I'm not because I'm not against story mode. I'm more against the purpose story mode existing when there was no point for it. Because we're not talking like a we're not talking like a should every fighting game not have an arcade mode. Well, they shouldn't, because the arcade is dead. So why not save time? Yeah. So why not save time instead of making an arcade mode? You either make a story, or you don't make a story, and you just put that into versus.
Are you ready? Let's go!
Option 1, option 2. It's either, well, because arcades are dead, you either one. Sorry, mid-match, I'm trying to remember to punch myself. It's either you either make a story mode and make it considerably different, or you skip or you skip story mode altogether and you put it into versus. Because at least with the lack of a story mode, you know, you can sort of put more development time into your versus mode, be it against a CPU or otherwise. Because even I'm more inclined to think like, okay, what if instead of just wasting all that time on a story mode, if you're not going to tell a compelling story, put it into your versus mode. That way, you have more people playing your game, and your versus mode can be a little bit more better for the newer people coming into your game, versus just some sense of a story mode. If we had to like use the loose definition, technically Dragon Ball Fighterz does have a story, and it tells it in 3 parts. Like Mortal Kombat has a story, and it's a very extensive story mode. So with Injustice, but no, you're good. Because right now, there's like no point in just having everything have a story mode when you're not gonna build it. Because it's definitely just one of those, why waste development time on a story you're never gonna do? My God, Charles, you sound bored. No, you're good, you're good. The option 2? Okay. Right. Okay. No, on that one, no. On that one, I said, should you get rid of story for survival? Because there's no point in doing story if you're not going to flesh out a long story. Yeah. Oh, Elijah, this is the upcoming one's gonna be my last one for fighters. So then the second part of it was, if you're gonna make a story, you either flesh it out and make it a good story, or you get rid of it and you put all of that development time you would have put into a story, you put into verses.
Well then, I got a question then. What would you consider to be a good story?
So it's not a good story; it's a worthwhile story.
Okay.
Because Street Fighter 6's thing is technically what you would call an MMO story. So I feel that there should be no connection between it and the fighting game. Because in reality's sake, if you were to really look at the way the two games are separated, it's technically a MMORPG on one side, because you get levels and you learn different moves in a very specific way, and you're customized in a very certain way to make yourself look, you in an MMORPG style, or in a way you want your character to look in an MMO style, versus the fighting game, which in turn, it may have a story, but when you don't flesh it out, what's the point? You may as well just put the development into the fighting game.
Okay. But the question that let me rephrase it. What would be a great example of a story mode in your opinion?
Of a good story mode?
Yeah.
Injustice. Or something like NetherRealm. Or something like, what's that? RPG mode, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, where there's like the secondary mode that takes place of the mode, because that mode is fleshed out and takes a long time, and it has a reason to be there.
Okay.
Because arcade right now is perfectly dead. What happened, Elijah?
What?
No, you're fine. If you if you want to clarify, I'll let you clarify, and I'll try to give you the question in a better form. This one was the question: should you get rid of story mode? Should you get rid of arcade mode for survival mode? And story mode is basically useless. You either have it fully fleshed out, or there's no point in having it. No, you're fine. Yeah, so like, because it could. No, it's fine, because this could go on to a second topic of what? No. So how should fighting game development look in its later years? Or what will fighting game design look like come past 2024? Mm-hmm. True. Right. Right. True. True.
父さん、僕やりました。悟空さん、これは気を抜け。It's all or nothing.
No, you're good, you're good, you're good. Right. Right.
Well, oh, also too, and you're gonna love this part. The reason why that they will go ahead and sell the game much more cheaper than what it is because now they got the DLCs out. You could be able to go ahead and get the game cheaper if you didn't either like spend the money going for the DLC or one of the higher packages that they got, like the what's the word I'm looking for? The deluxe edition, the ultimate edition, so on and so forth.
What were you waiting for, by the way?
Nothing.
Elijah, do you want to stop playing the game now?
Well, you said this is the last one, so that should be good.
Right. Because that pause made me think that you literally got angry, and I'm like, I'm scared right now.
Beat his ass. Beat his ass.
Really good touching.
Yeah, because the repeated blasts don't do damage.
Oh.
We, oh, I'm dead.
Go.
I don't know.
They're gonna.
Right.
I'm gonna give it 3. I'm gonna give it 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it
For
3
5.
months. To see the drop of the original P5. Once after the Slim come out.
The Slim is out.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep. I'll give it 3. I'll give it 3 to 6 months.
Good games, Elijah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just don't like. I just don't know where they're going for right now. So it's kind of like, for what I remember, they said that Xbox was going on this. Microsoft was considering skipping this generation now because they're already considering it as a total loss, and they're like about to jump the next generation. So their next console is planned for like 2026. So they're just gonna like let the PS5 Pro exist and sort of, win the console war. Because he had already admitted that Xbox had already lost the console war.
So now they're just here for fun.
No, they're saying that instead of trying to do a Pro to sort of compete directly with the PS5 Pro, they're going to move some of their, allocate more of their budget to the next generation going forward. So instead of dealing with the PlayStation 5, give it like an Xbox Series X Pro, they're just gonna do like their next Xbox game, or next Xbox console in like maybe 2 to 3 years from now.
I'm so up. Like I don't I don't have to get up in roughly let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I gotta get up in 3 hours. I mean 4 hours. Oh, so shameless plug time. I am heading down to NJ Pat tomorrow for the pre-Kwanzaa celebration, since I'm helping out with one of the tables and also may or may not be dancing on stage. Well, not even may not. No, I will. I totally forgot that they want me to perform and take pictures because I am a current Dancing with the Blind champion. Yeah. I have one half of the title. Oh, already? Baby, I've been a star. Me and the son have become like besties. We like this.
Calm down, Queen Latifah from Living Single.
Listen here, Maxine, okay? Don't yuck my yum. And on that note, I'm gonna go.
Have a good night, Chris.
All right then. Good night, y'all.
Night. Damn, it's funny. Elijah, do we have enough material?
There's been 2 hours.
Okay. Wait, when did you shut it down?
I didn't shut it down yet.
Oh, it's still going. Okay. So you're just browsing arcade mode right now?
No. I was gonna do the combo thingies, but these really don't make sense.
No, go ahead, do it. Like, may as well.
No, I have done them. They don't really make sense.
Oh, okay.
It's just telling you to do follow combos most of the time. Other than that, it has a few combos that sometimes have a really tight window, so are not really reliable.
Right.
Unless you're really good at doing them. Plus, I'm pretty sure the main spotlight of this game was making your own combos, so I don't know why suddenly they decided to add this. Because this definitely wasn't here before. When I was a kid.
What, the combo challenge? It was there a minute ago. I mean, if you really want a challenging trial mode, unless you're really willing to learn a game from scratch, might I suggest King of Fighters 13?
I don't have money.
Because PS5 actually has a good graphics card. Yeah, but mind you, everyone in this room, everyone in this chat except me has a 5. Well, I don't have a 5, I can't afford it. I go too many places. I'd have to work some extensive number of weeks and then hold some $700 just to get a PS5.
Should I be stopping it?
It's up to you. You would have to do the outro. Because you could say, well, that was a very interesting conversation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna head off for the night. Please feel free to leave any comments below and answer the following question: would you buy a game knowing that the cosmetic DLC is basically the price of the game, or is that a non-concerning factor when you buy a game? Also, feel free to like and subscribe to this channel. In the future, we may move all these videos to a different channel, but for now, it is going to be hosted under this man's channel, under his kindness. So, thank you. And until then, this is but a podcast, and don't forget to pretend to donate to this man OnlyFans fund, and we'll see you next time.
What?
Did you end it?